Welcome to another Yorkshire Fossils fossil hunting episode. Thankfully the weather's been on our side today. It's a little bit windy, but hopefully it's not too crazy on the beach. Just having my morning coffee. Well, I wish I didn't put so many layers on now. It's absolutely boiling. It's a glorious day today. Sun's shining nice and bright. It's quite a long walk to get to the beach that we're going to, but it's a lovely walk. There's lots of nice scenery. This path that I'm walking on now actually all used to be completely level, but it's completely slipped. And that's why you have to walk up and down these steps now. So thankfully these steps have been built. I wouldn't have wanted to be walking along here when it did slip, that's for sure. As you can see, the path's just made up of mud and where steps have previously been put into place. But as you get further along, a lot of the path has actually started to fall into this ravine. You can see here it's not very wide at all. You can only really get both your feet there, and then if you slip, you're straight down there. Well, I made it down onto the beach. I'm just going to make my way now to the furthest point where I'm going to be hunting today, and then I'm going to slowly make my way back. I'll keep my eyes peeled along the way, just in case there's anything obvious to pick up. Well, first find of the day. There's an Ammonite fossil in there for sure. There's another Ammonite fossil there, but this one, unfortunately, it's a little bit too worn. We'll leave that there in case someone else would like to find it. Oh, that's pretty cool. It's a huge block of fossilised shells here. It's absolutely rammed all the way through. It's not something you'll be able to carry. It's absolutely ridiculous how big that is. Let's see if you can spot the fossil. It's in frame somewhere right now, and what you're looking for is an ammonite in a nodule. Just while I've been waiting, I've also spotted a nodule with some partial belemnite fossils in it. I'll get a bit closer. So in this frame you have the ammonite nodule, but as well as that, you also have the belemnites. Okay, so the ammonite nodule is there. You can see why a lot of people call them burger buns. That one should split open really well. And then the other one is just there. So here you have lots of partial belemnite fossils. Quite worn, so not something I'd take, but we can leave that one for someone else to find. And then just over here, although it's not a complete specimen, I thought it was still nice to see, there's actually a chunk of a much larger Harpoceros ammonite. Look at the shine on that. So these ammonites can grow pretty large. However, this is just a small section of one. I've just reached the much larger boulders now. I'm just scanning the area while I'm walking along, just so I don't miss anything obvious. That looks like an ammonite down there. Oh yeah, there's a lovely ammonite fossil in there. And as well as that, I've just seen this, which is some pyritised fossilised wood. Not something that we'll be taking, but I'll leave that there for someone else to find. We've already got 4 lovely ammonite nodules, and we haven't even started properly searching yet. Well, there's an ammonite down here. It's quite eroded, but I think there could be something salvageable in there. Oh, there's another nice nodule just there. It's a nice shape. Oh, but it looks like someone's already checked that one. There's another one just there. This one looks nice. Is there anything in this one? Oh yeah, definitely, look at that. Oh, that's a stunner. That's a really nice example. Looks like it's only just tumbled out of the cliff. Can't complain with that at all. This looks interesting. What's this? I've got a block of shells. I wasn't too sure whether it was going to be lots of crushed ammonites, but it's actually lots of bivalve shells. There's a couple of nodules under this. They don't really look like the right shape. I mean, this could potentially have something in, but I think we'll find plenty of other nodules that are worth checking. Well, it looked like a nice nodule, but it's quite pyritic and it's quite thin. This doesn't look too bad. It's a much thicker nodule. This one will be worth splitting with the hammer. There's a nodule here which contains something rather unusual. Have any ideas what it is? It's actually a fossil poo. most likely off some sort of fish or maybe even a crocodile. It's a very tiny example, but it's certainly got the right colour for it. If I just wet it in this water, makes it a little bit more obvious. How cool, and this lovely rounded nodule. Not something that I'll take though, so I'll leave that one there. I've made my way now onto a really nice pebbly part of the beach, and I've already found quite a few fossils off camera. Let's have a look at those and then we'll search the entire beach and see what else we can find. Here are the fossils that I've managed to pick up so far. You can see they blend in quite well with the majority of the other pebbles, but these are all the Ammonites. So you can see we've got some lovely examples. This one's pretty much perfect. However, there are quite a few really nice ones that we've already picked up. There's some really nicely preserved specimens here. As well as the Ammonites, I also picked up these interesting pieces. So we've got a big block of fossilised wood here. There are even some calcite veins running through it. Bit too big to take home today. It's nice to see. I also found this partial Phylloceras ammonite. So these ammonites can grow really large. You can see here, this is just a big section of one, but it's lovely and golden and pyritised. Look at that shimmering. They're really finely ribbed, these ammonites. Very intricate. You can see there's a partial ammonite just here as well as some little shells. And then I also found this big nugget of pyrite, big piece of fool's gold. So already we've had a nice variety of fossils. There's a few here which we're going to split open in a little while. Well, let's search the rest of this beach now. It's quite overwhelming just how many pebbles there are, so it's going to be really interesting to see what's amongst them. So let's get straight to it. I'm going to slowly zigzag my way along the beach now and try and cover as much ground as possible. So let's see what we can find. We've got an ammonite already. This looks like a nodule. There's another ammonite just down here. This one should open really well actually. There's a block here filled with really calcified ammonites. Oh, this is pretty neat. It's already been split open. It's a lovely little Hildoceras ammonite. Wow! There's a couple of little bits missing, but overall I think that's actually a really nice find. There's another rock here with what looks like it's most likely a pseudo-Lioceras ammonite in there. There's also another stone just here, like the gracile block we picked up earlier. It's filled with ammonites, but this one looks like it's actually preserved a little bit better. Already we've got a nice handful of rocks that are worth splitting. I'm just going to take these ones to the bag just to free my hands up a little bit, and then we'll get back to searching. I also picked this up earlier, and it actually looks like a belemnite phragmocone, so we'll reveal that in a second as well. Another ammonite. I often wonder how long some of these fossils have been wearing away under all these pebbles. It's another nice one. Quite a lot of detail still on this one. It's not too much work either, just to clean the middle out of this one with a fine pen at home. Got a nice sized nodule there. Looks pretty interesting. I won't be surprised if there's a fossil in this. Looks like at some point it's been a pyritised nodule, but the pyrite's worn away, and inside there's a lovely Eleganticeras ammonite. I can't wait to expose that. It's just like a shot put. Nice. There's a couple more eroded ammonites here. I think these ones are a little bit too far gone for us to do anything with, so I'll leave those ones for someone else. Looks like there's some sort of bone in there. Not entirely sure what from, but I think it's just a very edge section, so it's not worth taking, but it's interesting to see. There's a block here with some more gracile ammonites in it. There's a chunk of fossilised wood there. Looks like there's been some sort of knot in the wood as well, which is pretty cool. Right, well there's certainly a few more fossils that were found just then as well. It's unbelievable just how many there are. We'll get these ones back to the bag and then we'll split some open. See an edge of an ammonite just down here. That's all I could see. Is it going to be there on the other side? Hey, it's still covered. That's another one we'll be able to reveal with the hammer and chisel. There's a nice groove there, so this should pop off really easily. I'll keep that one and that one. But this Eleganticerus will split, Hildocerus will split, and then we've got this nodule where we're not sure whether there's going to be anything in it or not. And we've also got this gracile block, and that's as well as all the other ones that we've picked up that we're going to try and reveal what could be inside. We've certainly found plenty of fossils so far. Let's crack some open and see if we can get some nice ones out of the nodules that we've found. I think we'll start with a more guaranteed fossil. So this Hildocerus that we picked up towards the end, I think will split open really easily. Got a couple of different size chisels, and I always try and match the size of the chisel to the fossil. So I think with this one, I'll use the medium sized chisel. I just gently place that right on the groove and give it a little tap. It should open really easy, this one, I think. There we are. So we've got a split. And we've got a perfect Hildocerus ammonite inside. Wow, let's get a closer look. Looks like the specimen's split open really well. All the way to the centre. Well, we've started it off certainly very well. If I can, I always tape the fossils back together, and that way, while they're in my bag, they're nice and protected. Let's try this Eleganticerus nodule next. Just working my way around to where I think the ammonite is running. There we go. Got a nice crack. And inside, there's a lovely Eleganticerus ammonite. Look at that. It's split open pretty much perfect. There's just a tiny bit of rock in the centre that still needs to be removed. It's kept a lot of its shell on as well. It's a lovely rich brown colour. Certainly going to be a nice example once it's fully prepared. God, well, we've certainly set the day off right. Got some really nice fossils to be taking home already. Let's try this gracile block. We're not really getting anywhere with this one, so I think on this occasion we can leave this one. I'll just put it to one side. Let's try this ammonite. There we are, I think that got it. So we've got a lovely Dactyliocerus ammonite here. As you can see, it's split open perfect over the surface of the ammonite. Let's try some more nodules. I've got another ammonite here, and the ammonite's actually already been fully exposed on one side, but I'll try and reveal the other side now. There we go. Oh, lovely. Split open, perfect. It's a beautiful example. Let's get a closer look. Also got the reverse side, which has already been exposed. You can see it's been exposed for quite some time because it's got these worm tubes on it. Let's get it taped up. I think we'll try this phragmocone next. They always look quite interesting. Okay, so it's split in two. You can see some lovely shell from a cross section of the phragmocone itself. So it's built up of many, many layers, and this is just one of the individual layers that you're looking at now. See, it's lovely and calcified. It's nice and shiny. Pretty cool. I think we'll try this one next. So we can see the edge of an ammonite. I'm not entirely sure what it is just yet actually, but we'll soon find out once we split it along this calcite fracture here. Let's have a look. Oh, look at that. I'm pretty sure now, once it's been split, that it's a clavicerous ammonite. I might be wrong, but that's what I'm pretty sure it is. You see it's quite a flat, smooth ammonite compared to some of the others that we find. Nice! Let's try this nodule filled with Dactyliocerus ammonites next. So you can see there is an ammonite in there. I'm just trying to break away a little bit more of the surrounding matrix. Oh, we've done a reasonably good job. You can see there the majority of the ammonite has been revealed. Just a tiny bit left there, but I'm not going to risk trying to get that off with the chisel because I might break the fossil. It's definitely worth taking just like this. Here's one of the first ammonites that we picked up from today. There we go. And it's split perfect inside. It looked like it was going to split open easily, and it did. Let's try a few rocks where we're not too sure whether there's something inside or not. Oh, there was one, but it's been a really calcified example. Just goes to show, you look at some of the other ammonites that we've split open, and they're split open really well and they're preserved nicely. Whereas you get other ones like this, where they're just fractured and calcified and they're not really worth saving. So we can leave that one. And inside there is actually an ammonite. It's definitely worth taking. There will be a full ammonite in there. Another really small ammonite fossil here. Let's reveal it. There we are, we've got another split. And all of the ammonite that was there has been revealed, but as you can see, the centre hasn't preserved, just hasn't been there at all. Right, let's try the last two nodules. Oh, well that one split quite easily, didn't it? And we've revealed a lovely golden ammonite inside there. You can see there's going to be quite a nice specimen inside. Look at that pyrite glistening in the light. Definitely one to take just like that. I don't want to risk breaking it. Looks like it could be a really nice example. Then we've got our last nodule now. Well, we got to split quite quickly. It's being empty. Nothing inside there. We've certainly done well so far. I'm going to load my rucksack up and then we'll continue on and keep searching. Look at all these that we've picked up already. So there's Dactylioceras, Claviceras, Eleganticeras, Hildoceras. Got a nice variety already. Got to stay hydrated. Right, let's keep moving. Looks like there's a fossil just down here. Not entirely sure whether it's going to be a good one or not. Nice. It looks like an absolute stunner. Really pleased with that one. There's not much work at all really to clean that up either. Class. I've already picked up 3 nodules that could potentially contain something. I'm going to keep on looking in amongst these stones, see if I can find any more. Aha, this looks like one. Is it all going to be there? Yeah, it is. Nice. Still got a lovely brown shell on it as well. I'm seeing plenty of partial ammonites, bits that are broken, but we're only interested in the more perfect ones. So many stones, it's quite disorientating actually. There's so much to look through. Oh, that's pretty nice. Look at that belemnite. Got a lovely pyritised phragma cone. And you've got the belemnite guard. And it goes all the way to the point. That's a pretty cool piece. So you've got all that lovely shiny pyrite on the phragma cone, which is the living chamber of a squid-like creature. And then attached you have the belemnite guard, which is almost like the structural support of a squid. You see it's lovely and calcified. That's what makes them so fragile. That's why they often break into pieces. You can see there's natural fractures, made more obvious as they've been eroded. We've got another calcified belemnite here. And then slightly ahead, fossilised poo. Still covered in shale. And then not too far from that, another pyritised phragma cone. And the belemnite guard still intact. And another belemnite just next to it. What have we got here? Looks like an ammonite that's been crushed and preserved on top of another coprolite fossil. So you've got a partial coprolite fossil and an ammonite right against each other. Looks like the ammonite got itself in a sticky situation. Another belemnite here. Got a block here filled with ammonites. Lots of the small calcified ammonites again. So nothing that's worth splitting. Oh, is this a nodule? This one isn't, but next to it, just down there, a perfect ammonite. Oh wow, I wouldn't have even spotted that if I didn't check this one. I just picked up this rock as well, which could contain something. Oh, is that another ammonite? Ah yeah, there has been an ammonite in there. It's not the best preserved one though, so I'll leave that one. Oh, that's a shame. It's not an ammonite, but it's an ammonite impression. You can see at one point there's been a rather nice ammonite there. Oh, that's pretty cool. It's a huge nodule. It's got tons and tons of belemnites on it. You can see they've eroded away quite a bit and it's revealed the calcification. I don't think anyone's going to be able to lift that off the beach. Ooh, is this one? Oh, quite a lot of it's there. See, the tide's quite quickly making its way in now. We managed to find so many fossils in that shale. It was absolutely ridiculous just how many fossils there were. Just unbelievable to think, you know, millions of years ago, just how many sea creatures there were in this area. I didn't find too many nodules that we could take off the beach in that last section of beach. However, the ones that I have picked up will split in a little while. I'm just going to make my way now a little bit further along the beach. We'll keep hunting and then I'll process what we've found. I've got these last few nodules to split open, and then I've got a couple more which I've already found in the distance. So let's split these first and I'll show you what else I've found. Put my safety glasses on. I've got this perfect ammonite which I picked up earlier, and then I've got a few more rocks which I'm not too sure whether they have anything inside or not. You can see on the outer edge of the nodule, part of the belemnite was protruding out, and within you've got the belemnite phragmocone. It's got a lovely mottled shell on it. It's quite beautiful really. It's also been a little bivalve shell in the nodule as well. Not something that I'll take, but I'll leave that and someone else might enjoy finding it. Let's try the next one. You can see the ammonite itself's been filled with lots and lots of really fragile calcite. So I'm pretty sure the ammonite inside's also going to be really calcified. You can see here there's a little bit of the ammonite shell, but a lot of the chambers have been revealed. Again, it's not as nice as some of the other ones that we found, so we'll leave that one. We have another nodule here where we can't see anything around the edge. And it's split with one hit. Oh yes. And there's a lovely ammonite in there. Not all of it's been revealed, but you can see just from what's already there and what's already exposed, the ammonite's going to be pretty perfect once it's been cleaned up at home. Definitely a keeper. So we're down to the last two nodules now. We've got this one, which looks perfect, and then we have another one where I'm not too sure what's inside. Are we in luck? No, nothing in that one. Let's try this last one now. And we've got a split. Oh, and the ammonite inside's pristine. Let's get a closer look. Wow. It's definitely one of the best splits of the day. Look at the pyrite on that. You've got the lovely rich brown shell still intact, as well as all that glistening pyrite. And it's split perfect all the way to the centre. It's split beautifully. And it goes back together perfect as well. A little bit of sandstone there, which we can wash off. That last ammonite was unbelievable. I can't believe how well it split. I'm just going to take this one together now, and then I'm going to show you the last two nodules which I found from today's hunt. These are the last two nodules that I'm going to be opening today. Let's hope there's something inside, at least one of them. I'll start off with the small one. Let's have a look together. Hey! There's a lovely Elegantissimus ammonite in there. You can see it hasn't all been revealed, but with a bit of pen work, should be a lovely little specimen in there. It should go back together quite perfectly. I'm really pleased with that one. Let's hope there's one in the larger stone. Right. Is there going to be anything inside? Oh, nice. That's pretty unusual. Not only have you got this much larger section of ammonite, you've got two smaller ammonites, and you've actually got a coprolite fossil, which is a fossilised poo. I wasn't expecting that in there. Let's get a closer look at those ammonites. You've got a couple of lovely golden elegantissima ammonites. Another one just hiding under that coprolite. And you've got the coprolite itself. And then a partial, much larger elegantissima ammonite. Beautiful. And it goes back together perfectly. What a way to finish the session. I think it's safe to say we've got a nice bag full of finds today. Plenty of fossils to be carrying up the cliff. Overall, I think we had a really successful hunt today. I'm really pleased with the amount of fossils that we found and the quality of the finds as well. I'm going to try and make my way back to the car now with that heavy rucksack full of finds. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.